Venus sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Gemini, waxing to full in Capricorn, June 2021. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. The human supernova, the solar superman, the angel with wings of fire, the frying, drying, friction blast, because Liz Phair put out a new album and it's really good, so I've been listening to her old catalog and I love that song. That's my personal theme song, Supernova. The Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons. You can call me Mal. Hi. It's been a busy morning. Yeah, doing readings with Mercury retrograde in Gemini. Well, it's dark moon in Gemini right before noon. Great fun! Because I'm a Virgo, also ruled by Mercury, so what great fun it's been. Yeah. No, I mean it though. I'm enjoying these reads quite a bit. So let's get down to business, right? If you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw is 1 card from 5 different decks, depending upon the subject matter, what we're looking for here. This time we are doing 5, which we have 4 oracles, 1 healing system. Those are in the wrong order. There we go. Virgo. So what we're looking at here is a specific timeline. What you need with the 5 magical elements. The 5 decks that I'm working with actually represent not just the pantheons of the divine to which I work with every day of my life, even off camera, but fire, earth, air, water, spirit, the 5 magical elements. So if you want to cast for something this new moon, plant a seed on new, watch it wax, grow, build to full moon and cap. And it's very interesting because that mutable air of Gemini, planting that seed, really is a beginning, planting a seed and watching it grow to cardinal earth, Capricorn, something that's long term. So this could be rather pivotal considering we are dealing with so many retrogrades, right? Gemini, Mercury's retrograde in Gemini, the new moon, and Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn, our full moon. So, you know, nice to get some clarity, guidance, and grace. So, look, I have a little bit of a soapbox I've been standing on in terms of YouTube readers. I do not understand how anyone with a sense of maturity and kindness would ever thumbs down a reading on YouTube, a general read. Now, it doesn't happen on my channel so much, but I watch other readers and I know how much work it takes before we even hit the record button, right? And then it's the downtime afterwards to sort of repair the energy field. You know, it's like blowing up a balloon and then slowly letting the air out, and afterwards you're a little like that. It takes a while to integrate all that. So either people don't like that it's not their read, which makes no sense. Watch another reader, you know, check your other signs, right? Or it is their read, but they just don't like what they hear. And the third thing, and I've been saying this too because I understand, particularly in the twin flame soulmate craziness that we're all dealing with, please watch the Matt Kahn video. His channel is Matt Kahn All for Love. He's got a video I think he put out in 2018 called Soul Contracts, Twin Flames, and Soulmates Redefined, that is way healthier definition. Now, if you've been following him, and if you're not, check him out. He's a Hay House author, but he was doing his channel long before that. His books are wonderful, but he really does bring through these messages from higher dimensions where, you know, our old definitions, we outgrow them, right? When I was a child, I played with the things of children. Now I am an adult, I will put away those things and see it from a higher perspective. So let's do this, right? Fire, earth, air, water, spirit, a specific timeline. We're looking at the new moon in Gemini, Thursday, June 10th, 6:53 a.m. It's a little early, right? Goes void, of course, 1:36 p.m. Not a huge window of new moon energy, but the moon will go into Cancer on Friday, June 11th, 3:23 a.m. So we will be waking up in that on Friday. That's a better day. Particularly new, we still have the new moon arc 3 days after the official moment of new moon. So a waxing cardinal water energy on a Friday, right? The day of Venus feels really good. So let's get up in this gig. General read, blah, blah, blah. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace I can. From my pantheons, they serve you through me serving them. And yeah, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Please take a nice deep breath. Yes, all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box with other links for your education, your education, your entertainment. So let's do this. One more nice deep breath, please. 'Cause I love reading earth signs. Here we go. I call upon my ancestors of magic, of miracles, and of mysticism to please, using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, please, one card in clarity for their element of fire. What is the spell fragment to help them focus and shape their desire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what they really want in their heart's desire? This new moon in Gemini, waxing to full in Capricorn, your full moon. Authenticity. Authenticity, I just want to see, did this come up before in previous reads? No, but I will say the Sagittarius reading I just did had be authentic to who you are in the Whispers of Love Oracle. So I'm just going to say, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius ass, you might want to look into that. The spell fragment itself, who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Now, I've been saying authenticity or death, right? Particularly as a YouTuber, right? It's like I could totally do code word readings. Oh, 8 of Cups, Walk of the Wraith. 3 of Swords, Heartbreak. I mean, that's intellectual interpretation, but one card can have 10 billion intellectual interpretations. I'm an empath and a clairvoyant. I go with what the energies on the card and what my guides show me. So I'm just going to tell you, we are all being challenged with this to be authentic, particularly in our intimate relationships, family relationships, people who are close to you, really breaking the bonds, the chains of codependence, healing abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss, that you have to be authentic with yourself. And Capricorns, you guys are usually, right? You can be a little bit of the Eeyores of the zodiac, but I love you. I say, I've said it before, of all the signs, the sun signs at least, that I would marry a Capricorn, right? That stability, that King of Pentacles vibe, why not? Because they find their authenticity, slow and steady wins the race. It's not an instant thing. Things don't usually just fly out of your mouth, of course, depending on what other planets you've got in your chart. So lovely thing to cast for. Who I am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. And that's not really a rhyme. Indeed is not really a rhyme. But I'm a Virgo, right? So let's get you some earth, right? The earth, the element of earth is like the wood that feeds the bonfire, the fuel, but also to help you anchor this, ground this a little bit with a crystal oracle card by Tony Carmine Salerno. This deck dedicated to the voices of Archangel Ariel. You'll hear it in the prayer exactly why. Please breathe. My beloved Archangel Ariel, second read of the day, please. One card in clarity, element of earth, a crystal oracle card, either what's written in the book or the stone itself, or any combo of that, if they have it, if they want to get it, if they even need to get it, if it's just the message. What is their element of earth here to help them anchor and focus like a touchstone their authenticity, even if it's just something they're carrying in their pocket this new moon in Gemini. Oh, I didn't turn off my phone. This new moon in Gemini waxing full to my Capricorns. Fluorite. I love fluorite. I got a big honker back here. A nice fluorite octahedron. It's like the phantom zone in there. I love fluorite. Many different colors it comes in. I prefer purple and green because I'm a Dionysus archetype. No shit. So I use it for bringing order out of chaos, but I also know it's very much a psychic protection stone. It aligns the frequencies of the 4 lower bodies: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, right? Excellent. Not hard to find. Nobody would fabricate a piece of fluorite, and you can get it octahedron, 8-sided, or tumbled. Usually you will find it. So our key words here: concentration, psychic protection, I had a feeling, and emotional stability. Because when we're not feeling emotionally stable, that might be how we are authentically feeling in that moment. But if you are an empath and you might need that psychic protection, if you're picking up other people's stuff and feeling their energies in yourself. Look, there's so many different definitions of the word empath flying around. I'm an intuitive and energetic empath, which means I feel energies in my cell tissue. And it took me decades to understand, oh, that's not me. Even if 2% of it is me, the other 98% can be just from what people in the world are going through. And the more empowered you get, the more you realize this isn't all me. So let me bring this into balance for me, and through the quantum unity, help bring this into balance for everybody. Fluorite emanates at a high spiritual vibration that can shield you from negative influence or negative person that is causing you to be emotionally imbalanced. Yeah, so just get one, I don't know, crazy glue it to your third eye for a couple of days. Know that you are being surrounded by love and light, and trust in the protection you are now receiving. Let go of your fears and concerns and allow this wondrous healing to occur. Start to focus on the things that bring joy to your life. It's so important. And that's really good for a waxing moon. You don't have to start great, big, huge. You can start with, oh, my orchid just bloomed today. I've had an orchid for 3 years now, and I wait for it to bloom. She just opened today. Orchid, I named her, right? I get tingles when I sit with her. Focus on all you would love to be doing rather than worrying about what others think. Worrying about what others think with authenticity, what a shock. That is what holds us back from being authentic. The fear of humiliation. There are 3 controlling fears, according to Carolyn Mason. She describes them in the book, Entering the Castle. Brilliant work. The fear of humiliation, the fear of chaos, and the fear of God. Well, the 3 controlling fears. The thing about the fear of humiliation, it's totally under your control. And she says, because people think they're afraid of rejection or failure. No, they're afraid of feeling humiliated. But if you're working with the grace of humility, read her books and read Words of Grace by me, links in the description box. It is the shield against humiliation, the maiden grace that says, grant me the maiden grace of humility, to know that I do not know. When I do not know, though, I am willing to be shown the truth. And when I want, and when the truth I want to know is the truth I need to know, I receive it. Right? So we're only given that which we need. So just that piece of truth of, am I augmenting myself? Am I don't want to say prostituting myself because that's a very heavy word, but am I compromising my spirit, my authenticity to make somebody else comfortable? I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Not if I want to do what I came here to do. I'm a living archangel. I'm a holographic piece of Archangel Ariel. You are safe and eternally loved. Nothing can harm you except your own fears. And then it says in the bottom with the exclamation point, trust. Like it's a Prince song from the Batman album. Excellent. Excellent fire, excellent air, excellent birds. Laurie Anderson. Let's get you your element of air here. Healing with the Angels Oracle. What you need to think about, right? Contemplate, read, pray about, meditate on. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my angels and archangels of earth in the sign of Capricorn, my Arielites, my Urielites, my Aureolites, please, what is the healing angel that this Capricorn collective sun, moon, rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this reading, needs to think about, right? To call upon, right? The air that feeds the fire fueled by the earth, right? The angel that's going to fan that flame of authenticity with that psychic protection and that being loved and that focus and that, being authentic this new moon in Gem to their full moon in Cap. What was the last word in the Oracle? Trust? Trust. It's a Batman song. Check it out. Trust. Who do you trust? Who do you trust? Can you trust yourself? Can you trust your own authenticity? I find that when we are not authentic, we tend to, not as a punishment, but as, the world can be your mirror sometimes. Some people say all the time, in quantum entanglement, that's true. You tend to bring in people to teach you what happens when people are not authentic. Lies, illusions, deceptions, and delusions. You go, why is that happening to me? Why do I keep doing this? And ask yourself, am I willing to speak the truth? Well, truth without compassion is brutality. Thank you, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. But you can even preface things and say, I'm going to be as authentic as I can, and I'm going to try and be kind. But I just said this in the Sagittarius read. I didn't incarnate for you. I incarnated for everybody. Right? That's unity. right? Can you trust? Now, who doesn't have trust issues? Brr, I do, right? Perfect love and perfect, right? By the Wiccan law, you must in perfect love and perfect trust. I'm not Wiccan anymore, but I still think it's a good ethic, right? But perfect love and perfect trust of the divine alone. Everybody else is iffy, except my mom. You know who you can trust. So to trust that your authenticity, even if it blows people out of the water, I'm Hurricane Mal, right? It's like a lot of people can't handle me. And I used to think there was something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me, not like that at least. No, they're afraid of their own power, right? And they're projecting. And hence that psychic protection, to protect yourself from the projection. Protect yourself or you project yourself, something like that. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, my cappies. All right, this is great. I mean, it makes sense. None of this is incongruous. We seem to have a very congruent read here so far. So let's get your element of water. The Party Turner deck, the Whispers of Love Oracle. Blue Angel Publishing ain't no joke. I love them. Right, the spell cards, the Crystal Oracle, and this one are all from that company. So let's see what your element of water here. Now, I've been teaching spell work for decades. Still do here and there with clients. I'll get back to teaching, once everybody's back to normal, the new normal. So your element of water is the energy and motion, right? Emotion. Remember first season of Charmed? Power of 3, well, son of 3. And things would blow up. I'm like, girls. Kick it up a notch. They got better. So let's see what your element of water here. This is dedicated to the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Now, I will say, I just wonder how much of this is a soul contract, if this is people in general you are dealing with this psychic protection and fluorite and focus and all of that with trust issues, right? About you being authentic here. Let's see what it says. Breathe. Yeah, the higher selves are always such a different vibe. Higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, please. What is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, or insight you have for the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading with authenticity, fluorite, and trust, fire, earth, and air? What is their water to go with this new moon in Gemini waxing to their full moon in Capricorn? Spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other, right? Being authentic, understanding that what you're feeling might be their reaction rather than their response. To be authentic and to trust that you have guidance in this. I mean, this really does make sense, and this makes it a soul contract read for me. Now, whether or not this is a family member or a lover or a potential or an ex, I mean, it is Saturn and Mercury retrograde. Jeez, with a full moon, and that's just nuts, right? We start with the Gemini, we end with the Cap there. So this might be sitting down with somebody and having a real conversation, spending quality time together, not just talking to, listening to. Element of Spirit, the Matt Kahn healing mantra. I'm really going to recommend that you watch Soul Contracts, Twin Flame Soulmates Redefined, Matt Kahn, K-A-H-N, like Madeline Kahn, Chaka Khan, Kubla Khan, Genghis Khan. Here I stand, the goddess of desire. Yeah, she's one of my guides. Please take a nice deep breath. As this deck is consecrated to the Ascended Masters, and I'm going to ask for the Ascended Masters of Soul Contracts, please, one card in clarity, the Element of Spirit here, right? So they're going to cast this, fire, earth, air, water, and then they're going to feed it, they're going to charge it with this mantra. What is their perfect healing mantra that will help them, right, charge this spell for authenticity? When who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed, working with fluorite in their element of air, that psychic protection, that focus, as well as that safety to be authentic, the healing angel of trust in their element of air. Right, this would be a good mantra, I would think, to work with that, whatever this is, and their element of water, spending quality time with somebody, because it's important that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationship with, listening to and talking with each other. What's their perfect healing mantra? This Gemini to Cap. Allowing appreciation. A little assonance for that. Oh yeah, such a little assonance. It's sort of like alliteration, but with vowels. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. This is going to bring you to such a high vibe. Well, if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks, it is similar to Rampage of Appreciation. Just saying. Get in the vortex. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. It's going to bring you to this higher place in terms of really seeing how wonderful you actually are and that there's nothing wrong with your authenticity, even if it triggers other people's feelings of insecurity. Do you understand what I'm saying there? If you are an empath, if you are feeling other people's emotions and energies in your cell tissue, that to me is what a true empath is, energetically, intuitively so. And you're showing yourself as this strong Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, right? Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, right? Feeling really good, being authentic. And then there's this pang of authenticity out of insecurity out of nowhere. Just look around you. Just look around you and see if you can feel where it's coming from, and then walk away for, what is it, like 40 feet at least, right? Go outside, go take a deep breath, and notice if it dissipates. Then you know you're feeling someone else's energy field, at least in close contact. However, if there's something big going on planet Earth, like an eclipse, it may not be who's around you. It might be you're picking it up from the whole planet. Where all of our feet are on planet Earth, right? It's like if you stamp your foot in one room, someone else can feel it in the other, right? How that vibration travels through the element of Earth that way. So to still be authentic, and the authentic can be as simple as, I don't know what this is I'm feeling, I'm not sure it's me, but I can appreciate this. Let me read you what Matt Kahn says here. The value of my life increases every time I appreciate everything in it. When appreciation is allowed, in other words, that's the decision, to allow yourself, right? When appreciation is allowed, everything is seen as a gift for the evolution of your soul. And that's true. That is how the soul sees everything. The personality and the ego, not so much, right? What a pain in the ass, Mercury retrograde. Yet the soul says, oh, great, we get to look things over. Let's see what we've learned. See what I mean? You can appreciate it, but sometimes you need the altitude. You need to get to the top of the mountain, and guess who's the mountain goat? You are, Capricorn. You'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race. Good waxing reed vibe here. The more often you appreciate, the greater value you feel within your own life. While there is true worth in uncovering your life's purpose, most feelings of discontent are not caused by what you do or don't do. They are created simply by a lack of perceived value in your environment. Now, they're showing me they're giving me a picture of me and my third eye sitting outside on my deck, D-E-C-K, just to clarify. And I have a garden out there, right? It's a pot garden, meaning that all the plants are in pots, right? So I can move them around. A couple of them I have in the ground. My fig tree is just huge this year. My lemon tree, like I'm a gardener. I'm a witch garden witch. Follow me on Instagram. There are pictures. There's always pictures. And how much I just sit there and appreciate, like the color of the green, right? The color of the leaves, the purple blossoms on the sage, and I'm not even trying to raise my energy. I'm just like, oh, this is so beautiful out there. Well, there's an appreciation. Start there. Start with, I like. Oh, I like that. And I like that. Like is a form of appreciation. And it begins that momentum. Instead of waiting for things to get better before you allow appreciation, you must be willing to acknowledge the value in all things. This will awaken the feelings of elation that are always alive within you, and that's your true authentic self. That's your authenticity. And you can be anywhere in between. You can say, I have no idea what to appreciate here, but I'm willing. I'm willing to see this differently. It might take me a couple of days. It might take me the entire 2-week period from new to full, but I am willing. This mantra is ideal for increasing worthiness, decreasing feelings of scarcity. That does make sense. And raising your vibration. Raising your vibration is not about you transforming into something. It's about your true, authentic spirit anchoring in, because your soul sees everything. as necessary and wonderful and brilliant. Even what your personality and your wounds and your ego and society might say are the worst things and have no value whatsoever, everything has value because everything is one. Let me put it together for you, please. Oh, and by the way, read Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield, particularly chapters 3 and 5. I'm a teacher. Raised by one. Breathe. My beloved pantheons of the divine, my ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, Archangel Ariel, the Arielite, Urielite, and Aureolite archangels, the higher selves of all involved, and the ascended masters of soul contracts, please, because there's definitely one person, at least this Capricorn needs to really come clean about, even if it's uncomfortable. And maybe those words are, I really, really like you. Don't run away, because they usually do, right? But that's your power, right? So please, may they be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full in Cap, that they can get a hold of a piece of fluorite for that psychic protection, at least as a filter to say, 2% of this is me, 98% is everybody else there, while they are spending some quality time together with people that might really be a challenge for them. But if they can allow some appreciation, the value of their life increasing every time they appreciate everything in it, and working with the healing angels of trust to help them see that they might even be picking up on other people's viral mistrust, that perfect love and perfect trust of the divine alone, everybody else is iffy, so that their true authenticity may shine. For who they are is good indeed. They are authentic in thought, word, and deed, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. I love this theme music. Do 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 do. I hope you liked it. This is really giving you confirmation to say that little by little, day by day, new to full moon, right? You're gonna hit that full moon. When the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek. I feel like your authenticity is gonna pave the way for you. But slow and steady wins the race. No one should run up a mountain, not even a mountain goat. Love you guys so much. If you want to read my book, Words of Grace, it's in the deets. You want to book a reading with me? Easy enough. Find me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I love doing Facebook video call readings because the quality is so good, but you can't record it. You can record on Zoom. Even I have the thing, we could do it on my account, and I can send you the link so you can download it and all of that, but the quality is not so great. Everything is in evolution, so be authentic, you be you. And by all means, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Gemini to your full moon in Capricorn. My goats, hail and farewell, and blessed, blessed be.